warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So today I'm gonna tell you about the history facts about World War II. So introduce me. My name is Sultan from from 10 Science 2, and yeah, I'm gonna explain it about the World War II. So World War II, or the Second World War, often abbreviated as WW2, or yeah, was the war that was fought mainly in Europe and Asia from 1939 to 1945, and it involved the vast majority of the world's countries, including all of the great powers, from forming two opposing military alliance, the Allies and the Axis powers, in a total war directly involving more than 100 million personnel from more than 30 countries, the major participants, through their entire economic, industrial, and scientific capabilities. Behind the war effort, blurring the distinction between civilian and military resources, aircraft played a major role in the conflict, in enabling the strategic bombing of population centers and the only two uses of nuclear weapons in war. World War II was by far the deadliest conflict in human history, and resulted in 70 to 85 million fatalities, and majority being civilians. World War II was the central, even the 20th century, and involved all six major continents, all three of the great ocean on the planet, scores of countries and billions of people. It caused 57 million deaths and unimaginable human suffering. It brought about the withdrawing of national boundaries in Europe and Asia, first to relocation of many ethnic groups, made millions of families homeless, and led to the virtual annihilation of the Jewish population of Europe. World War II, also called Second World War, conflict that involved virtually every part of the world during the years 1939 until 45. The principal belligerents were the Axis powers: Germany, Italy, and Japan, and the Allies: French, Great Britain, and United States, the Soviet Union, and to a lesser extent, and China. World War II, or the Second World War, often abbreviated as, was a global war that lasted from 1939 until 1945, and involved the vast majority of the world countries, including all the great powers forming two opposing military alliance, the Allies at the Axis power. Yeah. Alright, so on September 1, 1939, Germany invaded Poland, initiating World War II in Europe, and September 3, 1939, honoring the guarantee of Poland's borders. Great Britain and French declared war on Germany. On September 17, 1939, the Soviet Union invades Poland from the east, and the last one, September 27, 1939, Warsaw surrenders on September 27. The death and destruction of World War was so horrible that it was called World War II and all wars. Yet the agreement to end World War II did not resolve the problem of the world, and according to some historians, led directly to the next catastrophe, World War II. The major causes of World War II were numerous. They include the impact of the Treaty of Versailles. Uh, One, World War I, the worldwide economic depression, the failure of appeasement, the rise of militarism in Germany and Japan, and the failure of the League of Nations. At the end of the war, millions of people were dead and millions of more homeless. The European economy economy had collapsed, and much of the European industrial infra- infrastructure had been destroyed. The Soviet Union too had been heavily affected. In response, in 1947, U.S. Secretary of State George Marshall devised the European Recovery Program. So that's all for me.